Hi friends, and welcome to Book a Day for Little Learners. Friends, today we're going to read I Read Signs by Tana Hoban. Friends, this book actually doesn't have any words for me to read, but it does have pictures of signs. And so we'll look at the signs and talk about where you may find those signs. If you haven't already, I would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. That helps support my channel. And we read a new book every single day, and I would love to have you join me every day for a new book. This is a sign you see when you are going into usually a restaurant or a store. It says, "Come in, we're open." Sometimes you see the flip side and it's sometimes red and it says closed. This is a sign that you would see in a busy city and it says walk. Sometimes you also see a person walking. And then this one is red, an orangish red, and it says don't walk. That means don't go across the street at that point. School, the yellow sign is for school, and then it says speed limit 15. That means the car can't go over 15 miles per hour when they're in the school zone, in the school area. You probably know what this sign says. Playground. That means there are going to be children nearby and to drive cautiously. This sign you might see on a neighbor's yard. It says beware of dog. Do you know what that says? This is interesting because there are lots of signs in this one. This says do not enter. So if you're going down a street and you see that, it means that you can't go that way. It's a one-way street. So it says exit only, so people are coming out. But look back here. You see another sign. When you see an H on a blue sign, that means that is the way, and there's an arrow pointing to the hospital. No parking, fire lane. So these signs you frequently see more than one at the same, in a row, or some places the curb is painted red, but it means you can't park your car there because that would be for the fire trucks if there were an emergency. Fire hose. So this you see oftentimes in business buildings, like business offices or large buildings, skyscrapers or high-rises, that there's a fire hose. You wouldn't see that in like your house or anything. Railroad crossing. A railroad crossing means where the railroad tracks intersect or meet a road that people travel over that road. So there's frequently a yellow arm, a metal piece that goes down so it stops the cars from moving through. Taxi. This sign you would frequently see at an airport or a train station or a bus stop, and it's where taxi cabs wait to give you a ride where you need to go for payment. You have to pay them to do it. Danger, keep out. This is the kind of sign that you would see near electric boxes or signal boxes. They don't want you to touch it or go near it because it's electric and it could cause you harm. I bet you know what this one is. This one you see a lot. This is a stop sign. And a stop sign is used when you're driving and it tells you to stop and look all of the ways you need to stop, usually at a four-way stop. No left turn. So if you're at an intersection where two roads cross each other, sometimes you can make a left turn, which is what this sign shows, left turn. But in this case, it says you cannot go left. You can't do that. So that's what the left sign with a circle with a cross through it, a line through it, means you cannot do that. Keep right. So this is a traffic sign also that is telling you to go that way. You can't go left, you have to go right. Pitch in. This you would see on a garbage can, frequently at a park or in a public place, but it says pitch in. Put your garbage in there instead of littering. People working. So these you would typically see on a highway or an interstate, and they're big orange signs. Frequently we associate the color orange with construction workers. And back here you can see the sign that shows that it's a construction worker doing something to improve or fix the road. So when you see that sign, you have to be extra cautious and you usually have to slow down. Hill. So again, that would be a sign you would see on the side of the road. Bump, again, a sign on the side of the road. Caution, watch for children. That's an outline of children playing. So this is a sign you would frequently see in neighborhoods where there is a high population, a high number of children, and they're likely to be outside playing with their ball or something like that. So you would see this sign. Again, this one is neat, friends, because it's two different signs. This is a street sign. So the street is named East, and this is East Avenue. An avenue is a type of street. So there's a street, a road, an avenue, a lane. They all mean slightly different things. And then again, remember we talked earlier about the orange for construction. This says detour, and it's pointing that way. So maybe you would normally go straight, but this says you can't go straight. You have to detour and go this way. So a detour takes you a different route or a different way. Bike route. So a bike route is sometimes the same as a driving route for a car, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes you have a different path that are just for bikes. Low flying planes. This is something you would see on the side of a street if you are near an airport, and you can see it's usually a small airport because it has a small plane, but that means that this is probably near a small airport where smaller planes are coming in to land or taking off. And so they fly lower to the ground than a large commercial airplane that you would get at a bigger airport. That sign says no smoking. You see a lot of no smoking signs, but this no smoking sign is probably outside of a building that has something in it that if it were to ignite or get lit by something that like the embers falling off the cigarette, it might explode or cause a big problem. So that's what that no smoking sign is for. This is also a road sign, and this says dead end. That means the road is just going to come to an end. So you won't be able to keep going. There's not really space to turn around. Pull. You frequently see this on doors. Again, usually commercial doors, like for an office or a building, it will say pull. So you know that you pull open the door instead of pushing it. And then this one says push. Many doors you push to get in, you don't pull them. And then remember we talked earlier about the open sign? This one says, sorry, we're closed. And so remember I told you sometimes it's red. This is kind of an orangish red. Friends, this story, everywhere you look, there are signs. This story, I Read Signs, is by Tana Hoban. And I hope you enjoyed this opportunity to read with me and to see what different signs mean and what they say. Friends, please subscribe to our channel. Give us a like, a thumbs up, and go ahead and click on that bell. It will let you know every time I upload a new story, which is daily. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, friends. Bye.